Semi-detached 2-bed, front and rear gardens, off-road parking, make a nice family home for somebody. This one, he'll start me on that at £55,000. Looking for 55 on that? £55,000, I see. Any interest at 55,000? Any interest at 55? What about 50 then? I'll start at 50. 50 I've got. 50,000, what about 51? Now 50 I've got. 51's here at 51, 52. 52 and 3. 54, 54 and 5. 55, 56. 56 and 7, 57 I've got, 58's back in at 58, 59, 59 I've got, this way at 59 and a half, 59 and a half, I need 60 sir, 60,000's back in, need the 60,000, he's out, 60,000 at the back, elsewhere, let's see a half elsewhere, we're in 500, 60 and a half, new bid, thank you sir, 60 and a half at the back sir, 61, 61's back in, 61 at the back, 61 and a half sir, 61 and a half in front, 61 and a half, 62, we're on sale at £62,000, this way sir, 62 and a half, 62 and a half, at the back, 63. 63,000 down the bids at the back of the room at 63 and a half, back in front at 63 and a half. We're on sale all the way. Do you want 64, sir? 64 is back in. £64,000. 64 and a half in front. 64 and a half. 65 at the back, sir. 64 and a half I've got. We're this way at 64 and a half. 65. 65 now at the back at £65,000. Thank you, shaking the head. The bids at the back now at £65,000. We're on sale all the way at £65,000. Is there any interest at 65 and a half? We're on sale then at 65 at the back for the first time. The second time then at £65,000. The third and the final time, if you're all done at £65,000. Well done at the back there, sir. 65,000. What's your number, please? 762 bed, detached bungalow with gardens, driveway, garage. Nice looking place, isn't it? He'll start me on this one at 125. £125,000 for that. It is detached, not semi-detached. 125 for that. £125,000 do I see? 120. All right, 120 to start. 120,000 I've started. 120 to start. What about 121? 121's here. 121. Yeah, on the phone at 121. I need 122 now. 121 I've got. I see 122's back in at 122. 123. 123. 124. 124. 125. 125. I see 126. 125 I've got. This way at 125. I need 126 if you've been in. The bid's at 125. £125,000. It's got to be worth a bit more, hasn't it? It's detached, not semi-detached. The bid's here at £125,000. You want the half this way? 125 then. We're on sale again at £125,000 on the phone. Is there any further interest? Bids at 125 and a half. New bidder, 125 and a half. You're out on the phone. The bid's in the room at 125 and a half. 126. On the phone again, you're out, sir. 126 and a half. Back in at 126 and a half. 127. 127 and a half, sir. 127 and a half. 128 and 8. I've got 127 and a half. 128. 128 and a half. 128 and a half. You've been at 129. 129's here. 129 and a half, sir. 129 and a half. 130. 130 on the phone, at 130 and a half, back in at 130 and a half, 131 on the phone again, you say, 131 and a half, back in the room at 131 and a half, 132, 132, 132 and a half, I need 133 now, 132 and a half, 133, back on the phones at 133 and a half, 133 and a half, 134, I won't forget you this way, the bid's at 134 on the phone, you bidding, sir? 134 and a half back in. I need 135. There it is. 135 now. 135 and a half, sir. 135 and a half. Back in the room at 135 and a half. You're out on the phone at £135,500. You're bidding on the phone. You're out. I need 136 if you're bidding. We're in the room at £135,500. Any interest this way? I sell then in the middle at £135,500. Are we out on the phone? No, it's on sale then in the room at £135 and a half for the first time. The second time at 135 and a half, the third and last if you're all done at 135 and a half. You're the underbidder. Well done there, sir. You've bought that 135 and a half. What's your number there, please? It is a 3-bed semi-detached house with 2 reception rooms as well, concrete driveway again, and it's got a patio area as well. Perfect for the summer if you get one. They'll start me on this one at £65,000. 65,000 for that. £65,000. Let's see about it. £65,000. It looks good value again, doesn't it? At 65,000. What about 60 then? Start me at £60,000. I can't go lower than that, I'm afraid. It's 60,000. Thank you. 60's in front at £60,000. I'll bid 61. 60,000 I've got. We've got one bid. 61's at the back. You bid at 61. You bid, madam, 62. 62,000. 63, sir. 64. 64,000. 65. 66. And 7, sir, 66 I've got in front at 66, 67's back at the back, 68, 68,000, 69 and 70, 70,000, 71, 72, on sale all the way at 72,000 now, you're bidding, sir, at the back, 72,000 I've got, I need 73 if you're bidding at 72,000, 73's back in, 74,000 at 74 in front of the lady, at £74,000. You're bidding again at the back at 74, sir? At 74 and it's 75 of you bidding at 74,075. Not his head, 76. £76,000. We're on sale all the way at the front at £76,000. Any further interest elsewhere? Is sure at the back, sir? At 76. Do you want 77? 77, 78. £78,000. This way now at £78,000. And he's 79 at the back, sir? At £78,000. You're bidding 79 at the back? 79, this way, madam, 80,000. 80,000 against you, sir. Shake the head, thank you, at £80,000. Back in front at £80,000. Any further interest elsewhere for 81,000? In front at 80 then. Do you want a half, sir? 80,000 I have. We're this way, £80,000. It's on sale. Any further interest for a half? I sell then in the front at £80,000 for the first time. The second time at £80,000 and a half. 80 and a half, 81. 81,000 against you, sir, at 81,000. You bidding again, sir? Thank you. 81's in front, it's on sale at £81,000 for the first time. The second time at £81,000. Third and last, all done. Well done, madam, 81,000. Thank you.